it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is going to be our May setup in my Pocket Moleskine Daily. This is an Eternal Leather Goods cover in pocket wide TN with 4 strings, and it's in the color brown. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, welcome back. I'm half awake. This is like day 2 of me being half awake, and I don't know why, because I'm getting a ton of sleep. So anyways, I don't know what the deal is, but yesterday I was so tired when I woke up. I gave Lucy Ruby's Jenny Craig food, and I didn't realize it till I picked up their plates, and I was like, oh my God, I gave the cat the wrong food. So basically, Ruby had a cheat day yesterday because her mom is a dork. All right, April is now gone, and if you watched my Everyday Carry May setup, you know that this is, my voice is shaky. That's how like not awake I am. Okay, Noelia, slow down. This is the May theme. She's absolutely gorgeous. As I mentioned in my Everyday Carry setup, that her colors are so vibrant. It reminds me of Cinco de Mayo. It reminds me of my Mexican heritage, where we love these bright purples, hot pinks colors. And so I chose her for May. All right, and then these are the stickers. Man, did I have trial and error with these stickers. I originally had these other stickers, and they were so ugly they didn't look ugly when I printed them, but when I set it on the sample page, it just did not work at all. So I created these. I love them. They work well. And yeah, this month is gonna be a really bright month. So let's go. I think we're only going to do a couple of days in here, so it's going to be short because I don't want to do, or should I? I think I'm only going to do I want to? I'm trying to decide if I want to go all the way for a week, but I don't think I want to do that. I just want to finish out Sunday, and then we will do another Plan With Me on Monday, because today is, what is today? Today's Wednesday the 28th. So I think I'm just gonna go through, no, what is today? Today's Wednesday the 30th. I'd already flipped my calendar, and so I'm in May. Today's Wednesday, April 30th. So I'm just gonna do the few days until next week. I'm redundant. Okay, Noelia, move on. Okay, we are in 452 is our color. It's very bright, but I do like it. So I am going to do 452, and hopefully you guys will see it all come together. The other thing I need to do today is answer YouTube comments. I've been so behind on YouTube comments. I'm gonna do that today, hopefully. I have a funny story for you guys. You ready? Maybe, hopefully I have enough time to tell you. I probably do, but so for those of you who've been with me for a while, I want to say it was sometime last year. It had to be. I'll have to go look at my old invoice. But if you remember, I had a family of possums that were sneaking into my garage. And the funny story, I don't know which video, maybe I have it titled The Story of the Possums, but I had, I'm gonna use my April to do this. So every night we would have a possum in our room or in our garage. They would get stuck in the recycle bin, and they couldn't climb out. And so for like literally 5 or 6 nights, every night we were catching a different baby possum, and my boys are terrified, and Belle and I are like, you know, the not scared ones. So last year we had that issue, and so I had to call pest control people to come and like seal off any openings in the house and whatnot. That cost like $1,500 for them to like completely seal the house for any potential openings and whatnot, okay? You guys know where I'm going with this. And so, and we didn't have any other issues because remember, I also had a squirrel family living up on the eaves of my roof, in the gutters, on the eaves. And so, yeah, so they sealed everything off, and for a year we haven't had any issues. No squirrels running up and down my roof, transporting babies. Like, it's been nice and quiet, okay? And so the other night, Belle has set up like her whole gaming unit out in the garage because she has like a whole series, and then she's like on her, and our house, the rooms are right next to each other. So if she's gaming and she's podcasting with her friends, it is loud. So she set up her whole rig in the garage, and she's got a beautiful setup out there. And at any rate, she's in the garage and she's like, Mom, I hear something. And she's telling me where she's hearing it. 2 days in a row, she's telling me this. I'm trying to figure out what I need. Okay, words. And I went out there the one time and she's like, listen. And it was the flagpole outside that was, you know, in the wind. And I'm laughing at her like, you're such a dork. It's a flagpole. She giggled. I giggled. We moved on. So then late last week, she's in the garage gaming and she's like, Mom, I hear something behind the dryer. And so I go outside, and sure enough, let me just say that when the people came to seal off all areas that had potential holes to get into our home, they also put these really sticky like traps in the garage where if there was any bugs or, you know, anything, a mouse or something, it would get caught on the stickiness of this little thingamabob that's on the ground. And there's a few throughout the garage. So she's like, Mom, I hear something. And so I run out, and sure enough, when we look at one of the little sticky mabobs, this baby possum is stuck because this stuff is like hardcore sticky. And so she's like, you know, doing her little hissing. They're so innocent, these little things. She's doing her little hissing, and I told Belle, okay, let's grab our gloves and let's try to pull her off of it. And boy, we didn't realize how sticky that damn thing was because we could not get her out of it. So anyway, it was still around 4:50-ish, and so I called the company that supposedly sealed everything up. And I'm like, you guys, we're having the same issue. We're finding thingamabobs. We're finding baby possums. And they're like, okay, well, we can. I said, she's like, do you have one? And I'm like, yeah. And normally the last year we just dumped them in my backyard. There's like a V that connects to my other neighbor, but he has like an acre of overgrown grass. So I'm thinking last year we just released the babies out there and let them find themselves, right? Because they're old enough to be on their own. It's not like mama abandoned them. And so we finally get this poor thing released, and the people are telling me it's against the law for me to go put it in the backyard. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do? She's like, put it in a box and we will pick it up tomorrow. We won't charge you. I'm like, what do you mean you won't charge me? Like, you're telling me I can't release it, but you're going to charge me to come pick it up? She's like, yeah, and we'll come do another estimate so that we can tell you how much it's going to cost to seal. And I'm like, but I already paid $1,500 to you guys. Like, you're going to make me pay more because whatever you guys didn't work the first time? Like, how is that my issue? So anyway, she tells me to put the damn thing in a box. So Belle and I we had the squirrel. If you guys remember, we rescued a squirrel and took it to the wildlife, and they gave us a cute little box to keep the baby squirrel. And so I get the box where the baby squirrel was. Let's see how we're going to do this. Because do we want big ones? Let's see how big this one is, you guys. And then we'll decide if we want to do that versus something else. Because I don't know how big these are going to be. So anyways, I put the thing in this box that the rescue people had given us when we rescued the squirrel. Yeah, that looks good. It's big, but it's fine. I think it's fine. And I put it in the box, and then I put it in the sink. We have a laundry, huge like outdoor sink, or not outdoor, but in the garage. One of those laundry sinks. Why is this not pulling up? So I'm like, okay, close the thing, and we leave it there overnight. So they were gonna come pick it up. I don't know what time, but I went to go check on it, and I'm like, hey buddy, and there was no weight to the thingamabob, the box. And I'm like, and I noticed that one of the air holes was completely opened. Like somebody had chewed their way through it. And sure enough, the freaking thing had chewed its way through it. And I thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, oh my God, this thing, I'm gonna do some whole and some half. Let's see how we like that. So the thing frickin' escaped the thingamabob, the box. Let's see if we like this. Oh my God, you guys, I love her beautiful bright colors. It just makes me happy. And you'll notice that some have red in them because I wanted to pick up some of the redness in her, and some have that turquoise and red. And then this one down here has some of the gold. So it kind of ties into everything. Isn't she lovely? I love you. Okay, and so I'm like, well, I have to call the people. I'm like, you guys don't have to come because the thing escaped. And she's laughing. She's like, okay, well, we're still gonna have the guy come out and do an estimate for you. I'm like, okay, great, like, whatever. It's somewhere they have to seal the garage. And so the next night, Belle's on her little podcast with their friends, and they're gaming and they're doing their whole thing, and she stops what she's doing and she texts me. She's like, Mom, I hear it again. Or no, she says, I caught another one. And so Belle is not afraid of animals of any kind, and she freaking has the baby in her hand, and she's like, look at the baby. And I'm like, girl, it's a wild animal, like, come on. And so she's like all lovey-dovey with this damn thing. And she also had, I think he had a little bit of the stickiness in its mouth. Like that stuff is so, that trap is so sticky. It's obviously humane. It's not to hurt an animal, but it's certainly to catch it. And so Belle has it in her hand, and I'm like, just go release it out in the garden. Like, I'm not gonna pay for these people to come pick up this thing. And she's like, okay. So she's telling me, she's like, Mom, when I hear it, it's coming from behind the washer and dryer. Okay, we're done with these. We're done with these. We're done with these. Oh shit, no we aren't. We have to do May. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do some investigating. So there I go. And we have paint under the laundry sink. And so I pull all the paint out, and sure as hell, there's a hole between the sink, the washer sink. So the way it works is my laundry sink is here, my washer, my dryer. And then we have 3 cans of trash and recycle. So when we open the door from the kitchen, we can just throw trash that we need and whatnot. And so, so she's adamant. She's like, Mom, it's coming. And when I pulled everything out, you see the hole, I mean, clear as day, this hole. So I'm like, what the hell? So behind that wall is the water heater, which our water heater is outside, or it's inside. But is that going to be too big, you guys? I don't want to cover the day. Well, it's too late. Too late. I should have put the big one down here. Can I lift this? So I go to, no, I'm not going to be able to lift it. So I go to, I should have put it down here. I'm just gonna put them both big ones. I normally don't put two big ones, but it is what it is. So I go outside because the door to access our water heater is outside. So I go to the thingamabob. I'm gonna put it right there. And I open the door to the water heater, and there, as you open it, are all the poopies from the possum. The insulation on the side where the water heater is, on the left side, is all eaten through. And then you can see the hole that they made between the wall of the water heater going into my garage. So I'm like, okay, there it is. Like, that is where these little shits are coming from. And we don't know if the same one, if it was the same one who came back or if it was two different ones. But nonetheless, we haven't had another one since. So we just had that 2 nights in a row, and then we haven't had another one since, thank goodness. But the guy came yesterday just to evaluate, and he's like, look, the reason why is that, I have something in my pen. He's like, the reason why is because the water heater door is like a little warped, and they're getting in through the smallest little area. He's like, so you're going to have to replace the water heater door and then seal off, add more insulation, and then seal off the hole between the sink and the garage and the water heater. So again, I'm bleeding money, people. It is another thing that I have to take care of. And it's just so funny. So 2 little possums. Hopefully we don't get any more. I feel so bad for them. I went on TikTok and looked at people who adopt possums, and I'm like, they're cute when they're babies, kind of, but there's no way. Belle's like, let's adopt it. Let's take care of it. Hell to the no, girlfriend. Hell to the no. So anyways, that is our new possum story. Hopefully that's the last possum story once I fix the water heater door and close out any thingamabobs. Okay, here's May. Our month of May. Isn't she lovely? She's so pretty. I like the Latina vibe for sure. And then here is, we'll go on the first, our dailies. I love it, you guys. I love the color. And this is super bright. The color, the 452, is that what it is? It's super bright, but it just complements the photo and the colors in the photo so well. So I love her. That is it. On Monday, we will do, there was only a few days left in the week. So on Monday, we'll do a full week, and we'll have more to chat about because I have to tell you so many funny stories. And I can't wait to do that with you. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy video and my story about the new generation of possums that have stopped by our house. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, you guys know the craziness that happens in my house. You guys know already. So enjoy the bonkerness, and I will see you next time. Bye.